Loved it. It feels so rejuvenated.
So you're on your back. This is all you're going to do, and that's that. And she's lying. And then we'll do a little bit more, just to fill up an hour's time. Arms out to the sides like wings. Bend your knees. Right leg, cross it over your left leg. With your exhalation, send your legs to the left, chin to the right shoulder. Breath in, mouth wide open, exhale. Your legs are still crossed. Do it again. In, and then out. And in. And then please put voice to it. Just sigh. Oftentimes we have an exhalation, but sometimes some of the expression that we typically kind of keep to ourselves just wants some freedom too. So just allow your ahs to come through. One more in. Now bring your knees back up. Use your next exhalation to go right to the other side. Yes. All together in. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Let go. Inhale, legs back up. Uncross. Exhale, hug your knees right into your chest. Before your first downward dog, to stretch out the back of your legs, stretch them out now. Send your left leg straight out in front of you. Put your right palm on your right, or on your left hip, sorry. Your left palm on your left hip. And right over the top of it. So you keep that hip anchored down. Right leg, take it to the ceiling. Put a bend in your knee. Grab either the back of your right thigh or grab your big right toe and draw it towards you as you exhale. Perhaps your head and shoulders come off the ground. Perhaps they don't. But anchor down through that left hip. And flex your bottom foot as if you're pushing it into a wall. Exhale, leg out to the right. However far it goes, don't worry about that. Don't critique anything. Don't analyze anything. Just get a feel for what the practice will be like tonight because of how you feel right now in your body. And then how you feel now won't be how you feel in an hour. See, energy shifts all the time through exhalations, through movement, through lengthening, because we have freedom. Bring that leg back up. And this time, catch it with your other hand and take that leg over to the left. And your leg goes over to the left, and you're just holding on to it. You're trying to get some stretch through that outer hip and thigh. But just breathe out. Take that leg back up. Bend the knee, hug it to your chest, and send it out to the front edge of your mat. Push out through that right foot. Get a little length of the right leg out of the hip, just a little bit. And then left leg, hug it in. Take that leg up. Plant your right hip down with your right palm. Push out through your right foot. Lengthen through the upper heel. Draw the leg towards you on the exhalation. Take a breath where you are. And take the leg over to the left. Don't worry about how far you go. Keep a little bend in the knee for sure, but just keep anchoring the right hip down. Inhale back up. exhale, leg goes across over to the right. Inhale, leg back up. Exhale, hug it into your chest. Stretch that leg out on the ground. Take your arms over your head. Just stretch out your fingertips. Stretch them out of them knuckles. Stretch your toes. And then try to fan your toes, like spread them apart. And then draw the legs to the chest again. Exhale. Roll to the right. Make your way up. Find your way into downward dog. And be with this downward dog. This is your first one. So go right into getting a feel for the back side of your legs. And if your low back is tight, your hamstrings are tight, bend the knees and tilt your tailbone to the ceiling. Press your palms into the floor. Really find your bones. Find your bones. Bones come before muscle. And then you want to find bare bones breathing. Or you'll at least work up to it. You give yourself time to adapt. You give yourself time to adapt. Breath in. Breath out. Walk up, feet to your hands. Keep your feet separated hip width a bit wider, but bring your palms to your shins and lift halfway up. Breath in. Let your exhale fold you forward. Soften the knees and let your head melt. And this time, just take your hands to the floor, like hands underneath your shoulders. So you walk your hands out a little bit. And then you rock forward, so you feel the weight of shoulders over the wrists. And then rock back a little bit. And then just bend one knee and then the other, and just let your hips just kind of go side to side. And just feel the breathing move the body. And then take your hands to the back of your neck and your shoulders. Give yourself a little massage. And as we get the tissue more heated, a little looser, we'll come back and visit this again. In case you're not getting a massage after you leave here. So get a feel around, and then just kind of massage your scalp with the pads of your fingers. You think about it, like we're in our head all the time, even when we're in our body, going here, there, at the kitchen sink, etc. We're in our head a lot. So no wonder our head has tension. Just give yourself a little scalp massage, maybe around the temples, whatever you need. And you know what's great is you just tune into your fingertips, and your fingertips guide you to what you need. Your body always has that understanding, that wisdom. Exhale everything. Plant your hands on both of your hips. Push into both of your feet. Rise up. Press your hips and thighs forward. Press your chest up. Maybe your head lets go. Hug your elbows to shoulder blades in toward one another. Firm up your thighs. Find the outer edges of your feet and press them toward the outer edges of your mat. That just gives more empowerment in your feet while you're standing. So you're standing with purpose. And then inhale, take your arms straight up. And then exhale, pull the hands straight down to the heart, standing right at attention. Move your shoulders back. See if your front ribs could soften down towards your belly button. Feel your thighs firm up again. And then inhale, arms lengthen. Empty out, fold. Let your head just very slowly side to side. Move your shoulders down. Hands plant on the floor. Step to a plank position. Breathe where you are. Exhale, rock forward, low push-up. Pause. Take breath with you as you go into up facing. the palms, you want to feel them plant down and your arms squeeze alongside your body and your chest presses a little past your arms. Exhale, down facing. Breathe in and let go of the breath. And breathe in and let go. And then walk up, feet to your hands. Find a flat back as you listen to your lungs. Take air in. Find your forward fold while you send your exhale all the way out. Take a breath in as you go all the way up to stand. Notice the longer you breathe in, the more you stretch, the more you get taller. Exhale, chest right into your thighs. Bend the knees, bow. Lift halfway, breathe in. Hugging your core now, step to plank position as you breathe out. Full breath where you are. Come forward, bend the elbows back and lower, breathe out. Upward dog, feet and palms and your eyes. So you're in the practice where you see life around you, and then press back, chest into thighs. Breathe in, breathe out. Draw the core in, lift up your heels, look between the thumbs, and hop or walk, whatever. Halfway up, breath in. Forward fold, exhale. Easy breath in, your body will take itself up, stretch all the way up, while the feet say, I'm going to press right down so I don't lose my footing, and then bow right in half. Halfway, breathe in. Move to plank position. Listen how your exhale is your cue to lower, halfway down. When that air is cleared, in breath, up facing. Out breath, down facing. Take in your breathing and send it out. Take it in and send it out. And just let yourself be here. Like always on Wednesday morning, I always look at my date book like everyone else around the world, and I say, oh yeah, I'm teaching tonight. And I get this little pep. Like my spirit feels like it suddenly just got like a plant that got water. So you're here, so be here with that same gratitude. Even if your body's stiff and sore and all that, be so grateful. You have a way to work with things. You have a way to work with yourself, however you feel. Breath in. Open mouth. Stick out your tongue. Clear. Yeah. And then walk up, feet to hands. But see your space between your thumbs. Halfway. Breath in. Folding. Out breath. Bend your knees. Sink your hips. Arms go straight up. And you're going to sink a little lower, but then you're going to go back into your tailbone. You're going to bring your focus there, and you're going to lengthen it towards your feet. Then you're going to lift your belly, pull it in and up, and then use your inhale to feel your sides of your waist get a little longer, and then move your shoulders a little back. Press your chest into your thighs. Breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up. Come through, and then low. And then your chest is lifting into upward dog, and then downward facing. And then you're already stepping into warrior one. Your back foot's flat, and then you take your arms straight up. And then you exhale with your hands right to your heart. Move your shoulders back. Press your right knee open a little more. Make sure it's over your ankle, and then find your outer edge of your back foot. Now start breathing again. Go back into the sound of Ujjayi. Go towards it. So listen for it. Listen for what's coming in and out of you. That's your natural expression. Like, that's as pure as it gets. Pure inhale, pure exhale. And I love this practice because as I get into that sound and I keep swimming towards it, so to speak, then things get really simple, really clear. Drop it a little lower so you breathe a little deeper. Pull the right hip back as you exhale. And just listen to a pure in-breath from you and a pure exhalation. Genuine Ujjayi. Like, is there anything greater than what's real, what's pure, what's authentic? Take your arms straight up in the air. Bend your elbows. Lift your gaze up. It's like you're going to throw a basketball or something. You're going to heave it. And then exhale. Instead of throwing the ball, you're going to bring your hands back to the floor. Move it through. In breath high. Out breath low. Upward. Downward dog. Warrior one. You're going to step forward on your left foot. You're going to press your back heel down. You're going to come up. And you're going to land your gaze, eye level, and you're going to go into breathing. Tongue's going to go behind your two front teeth. And you're going to take your focus into the base of your throat, and you're just going to in-breath, and then you're going to send it out. And at the end, let there be a tiny, tiny pause before the next breath in comes in and finds you. And let there be a tiny pause, and then send it through. Now, as you're doing that, then take a peek at your alignment. Do you need to plant your front heel into the floor more? Do you need to really listen to the sound of Ujjayi so you're really present to what you're doing? Inhale, arms going up. Bend the elbows a little bit. It's like you're going to throw a ball. Exhale right to the floor. Move your chest through your arms, low plank. Upward. Down facing. Walk it out a little bit. You could even widen your feet more and just kind of give your hips even a little bit more room. Like, I love this practice because on days when I feel really compacted or compressed, like, it gives me room inside myself. And from that space, my whole day is different. Space to access a calmer, more grounded nervous system. Walk up, feet to your hands. Long, flat back on a breath in. Folding on a breath out. Maybe you wrap your arms around the backs of your legs. Drop your hips down. Now release your arms and take them up alongside your ears. Palms face one another. Tip your tailbone and sink your hips back and down a little more. See if your knees can press back a little more so the weight goes more in the heels. And then exhale heart right into your thighs. Fold. Nice. Lift halfway. Inhale. High push-up. Look forward. Come through. Low push-up. Breathe out. Upward. Down facing. Push back. Warrior one. Go right into it. In breath, rise up. Your exhalation after a pause opens to warrior two. You're going to reverse your warrior. Your back arm can do whatever it wants to do. Just look to get length through the right side. And then I want you to do extended side angle. Right arm comes onto your front thigh. Left arm goes over your head. In breath. Out breath. Upper arm wraps around your back for a moment. Press your right knee open. Go into breath. Back to warrior two. Reverse again. Forearm on the front thigh again. Left arm goes straight over your head this time. Get a little bit more pressing through the outer edge of the back foot. Upper arm reaching. Push your feet into the floor. Find warrior two again. And right leg's going to straighten. You're going to take your right toes and face this left wall. You're going to take an arm bind. Either hands clasp at your low back, or right elbow can bend alongside your right ear and you can catch the shirt. Press your hips and thighs forward. Lift your chest up. Big, beautiful exhalation. Let it pour your chest over the floor. Nice and easy. Listen to the sound of you. Listen to the sound of an inhale from you, and exhale from you. Swim more towards that sound. Claim your true expression. Take your hands, bring them to the floor. Turn your right foot forward. High push-up. Low push-up. Elbows hug right in. Nice. Nice, Mary. Up facing. Pull straight back. Hips and thighs really high. Pull it back. Left foot, big step forward. Find your feet and then inhale, rise up, warrior one. And then empty the breath to open the arms and take the arms a little below shoulder level. And then do whatever you want with your back arm. Maybe it rests on your back leg. Maybe you wrap it around. Reverse your warrior though on that left arm, reaching. Your exhale melts you back. In breath again, you get more length. Your exhale this time brings that arm right to the front leg. Your arm can go straight up to the ceiling and then stretch it over your head. And just close your eyes and breathe in, but pay attention to how your inhale gives you length where you can't get it by itself. Exhale, upper arm, wrap it around your back again. Find a way that you can do that comfortably. Make sure you stay lifted out of your lower lung, so it's elevated a bit. Beautiful. And every exhalation, roll open more. And maybe you dip your hips down a little deeper, and then you're forced to breathe a little deeper. And it just shows up really naturally, but you need it. Yeah. Because if you went deep in the leg pose and deeper in the legs, if you weren't breathing, you'd feel nervous. Like, can I do this? You absolutely can. Shaking is a great sensation. It means you're getting stronger. It means you're getting braver. Just to press out of your comfort zone a little more. Now go back to warrior two. And flip your left arm and reverse once again. And exhale right to the front leg. Arm right over your head this time. Press the outer edge of the back foot down. Squeeze your back leg. Squeeze it. It's like you zip up a duffel bag. The inner thigh, zip it up. Yeah, nice. Roll open on the out breath. Press your left hip in. Good. Come back up. Left foot straight, left leg straightens, and the left foot turns to face here. Support your low back. Firm up your legs. And remember, your feet are under the legs, so get your footing. Press your hips and thighs forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades and elbows together. Beautiful. And then let yourself fold halfway and then pull your spine out more before you completely fold all the way. And then let go. Grab whatever you like on the big toes or the outer ankles. Whatever you like, but feel the outside edges of your feet. Press so they're just a little more active, and that'll activate the thighs. And breathe. Beautiful, slow breath coming in. And then beautiful length. And you'll feel grace sweeping through you, moving through you as your natural expression. Not the surface head chatter, it's not quite the same. Breathing in, letting go. Left foot's going to turn to face forward. Your hands come to the floor in front of you and at the front edge of your mat, and you step to plank position. And from plank, you lower down. And then upward. The right hip presses down. Look over your left shoulder or look to the left wall. Feel your left hip press down. Look over your right. Down facing. You either rock forward in a high push-up or you come down onto your left knee. But either way, your right leg is going to hug in, knee to your nose. And then you're going to bring that foot back. You're going to take the left side. And you're going to squeeze it, knee to nose, shoulders over the wrists. You zip up your core like it's a duffel bag and there's a little bit hanging out. You got to pull it in. Switch. 10, 9, 8, 7. Just keep switching side to side, like right and left. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down onto your knees for a second. And then please come onto your forearms. Shoulders are over the elbows. And then curl your toes under. And then if you can, lift up your knees and thighs. And push your heels straight back. And pull your chest forward. And then bring your knees down. Let your belly soften. Take a full breath in. You're lowering a little more than halfway. Exhale all of it. In breath, come up with the chest into a half cobra. Lion's breath out. Slide your palms back. Downward dog. Look between your thumbs and walk up. Halfway. Fold forward. All the way up. Hands pull to the heart. Breathe out. Eagle. Arms go up, 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 and away. And then right side. Right arm under. Right leg up and over. Thighs are squeezing. Tailbone says, I'll lengthen down a little bit. Belly squeezes in. And then release out of the pose. Take in breath. Reach high. Exhale. Left arm, left leg. Eyes are one place at eye level. Ujjayi breath. Moving in and moving out. There's a constant. Squeeze the thighs a little more. Press your shoulders back a little more. Yes. You got it. Release. Inhale. Right arm, right leg again. Right into it. Shoulders back. Your shoulders back so your lungs aren't so compressed. Give them freedom to breathe. Exhale, release. Big breath in. Wrap up on the left side. Thighs firm together. You want to yoke your thighs together. You want to make them one. You want your legs to be so strong, so solid, so together. It's like star-crossed lovers that just cannot be apart. Release. Beautiful, sweet body. Hands pull right to your heart. Tree pose. Right foot comes right in. Go back in the breathing. And if you recognize I have an exhale, then you inhale, then you exhale first. But you exhale to make space for yourself. Think about all the people you make space for. Make space for your breath to come into your body as a symbolic, real life thing to say, I'm making space for me. And life will feel more manageable, and you'll feel more part of things in a great way. Release your foot, left foot, take that in, press into that leg with the sole of the left foot, press that left knee open. Let your shoulders come down a little bit more, Cal. And let your front ribs soften towards your belly button. Yes. Really good. Now bring your hands lower than your heart. Down with the hands. Just let the elbows bend. Yeah. Come down a little lower. Good. Really good. Push your shoulders back. Nice. Release. Bend your knees, sink down, arms go up. Maybe you take a little back bend. But remember your exhales get you there. Take a little longer inhale and a longer reach. Fold forward, chest to thighs. Halfway, in breath. To plank position. Low plank. Upward, downward dog. Walk it out again. Breath in. And shifting to the other side when you breathe out. Shift forward, high push up. Right knee to left elbow. Left knee to right. Switch it up. 10, 9, nice work. 8, 7, squeeze, really squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down dog. Big breath in. Open the mouth wide, clear. Feet to hands, hugging the core. Flat back, in breath. Folding, breath out. Bend your knees, sink your hips, arms reach up. Pull your palms right to your heart, perhaps a little lower. Turn your torso and left arm comes across the thighs to twist to the right. And in always, that left knee is trying to get ahead. Like, oh, what can I get away with? Just sink your hips down. Pull your left hip back and it'll bring your left knee in more alignment with the right. Extend both of your arms apart, and if you need to reach forward and grab that block, do that. Or maybe you need to ask a spiritual waitress to deliver a block to you. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Release. Split your feet wide apart. Grab your big toes. Inhale, pull your chest and spine out, 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 out. Send your hips back, 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 back. Now fold forward. Let your chin tuck in just a bit to your chest. That gives your neck some length and space for your upper shoulders. Yes. Breathe. Keep letting your exhales really sink to the bottom. That is the absolutely most fundamental way we can really relieve our nervous system, relieve ourselves to feel more settled emotionally, mentally. Keep letting your exhale sink to the very, very bottom. Release your toes. Good work. Bring your hands to your hips. And come on out. And bring your feet together. Bend your knees, drop your butt down, sweep your arms high. Exhale, turn your torso to the left, right arm comes across both thighs for your twist. Hands at the heart, and your twist. You drop your hips down and back. Then you just take a little peek at your right knee. It's probably getting past the left, so pull the right hip back. Sink the hips straight down. Pull your heart straight up and take your arms wide apart. Wide apart. Sink your hips down a little more. Challenge yourself a little more. Breathe. And if you breathe, the challenges that you take won't feel so scary. And I don't mean breathe and then hold your breath. That creates the panic alarm. Breathe out slow and easy, and the challenges you take won't be so scary. And we have to take challenges. We have to take some little step out of our comfort zone because we cannot grow until we leave something behind, which is usually just our fear. Open up wider, move out the air. Nice. Spread your feet wide apart. Lift up your feet. Slide your palms right under the balls of your feet. You can keep your knees really bent. You inhale, you lift your chest up off your thighs, and then out, spine out here, and then hips back, and that gives you length for your spine, and then you fold. You let your head go. You keep listening to the breathing sound. You made room for it up to now with all these exhalations. At first you started out, it was surface. Now you're able to go in a little deeper with the breath, and you'll be able to go a little deeper in the practice. Deeper doesn't mean hurt yourself and go nuts. But if you're really tuned into the breath, you'll move with such a wakefulness. So injury is not possible. You can go deeper because you're that in tune. And you're with yourself in such a way, fully supporting yourself. And it's amazing what we can do when we get behind ourselves. I think just that as a mindset releases some of the tension in the hamstrings, which often can be fear in addition to our regular lifestyle. Release. Bring your hands to your hips. I want you to come up nice and slow. Let your tailbone drop down nice and easy. Feel your feet. And then take your feet in again so they're underneath your hips. And then bring them together so big toes touch. Right at the front edge of your mat. And then bend your knees. Sweep your arms, lengthen into the ceiling. And a big exhale out of you, folding forward. Big breath in, coming from you, from within, halfway lift. And a big exhalation out of you to high plank position. Lungs need to fill up here. Exhale, low plank. Up facing, downward facing. Go ahead, take your right foot forward. Leave your back heel lifted this time. Make your right foot walk over to your right wrist. Bring yourself up to stand. Arms going straight up over your head. Draw your arms and shoulders a little bit back. Exhale, hands together. Press them into each other. Turn your torso and take that twist. Left arm. Press your chest toward the right wall. Nice, Mary. And breathe. This is great because your hips are really pretty well in alignment. Yeah. Send your hips back, you guys. Spread your arms wide. Clear your exhalation right out of the lungs. Find your way to warrior two. Reverse your warrior again. And triangle. Right leg straightens out. Press your right buttock back and stretch your right arm out in front of you. Upper arm to the ceiling. Try to look for length through your bottom rib cage, like your lower rib cage. Press your right hip in toward the middle of your mat and breathe. Good. Go ahead, pull yourself straight up to stand. Right toes face the left again. You're going to take your thighs and squeeze them off your knees. You're going to drop that tailbone. You're going to squeeze your elbows and shoulders in. Your hips and thighs are pressing forward, but your torso wants to lift away from the hips. And you exhale, fold. It's very easy for us to have this physical compression of our low back pressed into our hip joints, our shoulders up near our ears and our neck. But boy, you free up a little space, you just relax. You relax. So let yourself keep relaxing by continuing to keep releasing where you're compressed. Bring your hands over to your right foot. Your right foot turns to face the front wall. You step back to plank position. You exhale in low plank, which is a strong pose, but think about what a beautiful summer night it is. And an upward dog. Again, your heart is open to really take in a beautiful summer night. And downward facing. Left foot steps forward. Come into your warrior one. Oh, not your warrior one. We're going to bring that back heel lifted up. You're going to press down into both your feet, and you're going to bring yourself to stand. You're going to remember that tiny action we've taken many times this summer where you hug the inner thighs toward each other, and then you turn your torso, hands at the heart, and then you take your twist. You press through your back foot. You feel your back thigh muscles squeeze. They squeeze the bone. It's not nothing that they've got to squeeze. They've got something so powerful. And then you bring all your focus into the powerful ujjayi sound you're creating tonight. And then release the arms apart. Turn a little more. Move your breath through a little more. And it's a more that just unfolded. You didn't force. You didn't make it happen. It just kind of showed up tonight. It just showed up tonight because it was just meant to unfold this way at this point of the practice. Bring yourself into warrior two. Press both feet down. Flatten your back foot now. Arms lengthen. And then you're going to take your attention to your left leg. You're going to straighten it. You're going to reach out there. And you're going to take triangle. You're going to make sure that your palm, upper palm on the upper hand, let it relax. So put your mind's eye in the center of your palm, and it stretches open, but it's also relaxed. And it's happy for space. And your fingertips, give them space. And then bring your attention to your feet, press them both into the floor, with all this power coming through you, and then take yourself up to stand. And then turn your toes to face, and then drop that tailbone, squeezing your shoulder blades together, etc. But you remember that you're firm in your lower body. Now fold only halfway and pause. Bring a conscious attention to your hips, send them back. Bring conscious focus to your spine. All of it. The lumbar, the thoracic, the cervical, and then fold. Find the outer edges of your feet. Put your eyes on one place. And just let the breath come out. Let it come out and be free. Let your expression come out and be free. And let your expression be infused with more relaxation, softness, which is heart energy. And we release tension in the mind and the heart, emotional heart, as well as tension in the physical body. We release tension in the internal body and around the organs. We move toxins through, there's nothing this practice can't reach. So let yourself receive well. Full breath in. Clear. Pause before your next breath in. Then let it in. Let it be a pause and then move it out. Take your left foot to face forward. Bring your palms to face the front of your mat. Step to down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring yourself onto your knees and make your way out onto your back. And on your back, arms out to the sides. And let your legs, feet are hip width, let your knees drop over to the right, chin left. And inhale up. Exhale, legs left, chin right. Soften the chin into the right shoulder. Both shoulders, soften them down into the ground. Lower the arms if you need to. Let your jaw relax. Bring yourself back up. Press yourself up into a bridge pose where your hands interlace underneath your spine. Your thighs squeeze. You press your hips and thighs up. You press your heart softly towards your chin. You feel your head press into the floor, the back of it, the backs of the shoulders, the soles of the feet. Exhale, soften your way down to the ground. Long inhale. Empty. Press yourself back up into a bridge for 5 breaths. 5, 4. Shoulders, can they hug down? Just a little more space between the ears and shoulders. 3. Feel your belly and chest rise up and light up the dark roof, the dark ceiling. 2. 1 more in. Mouth wide open. Fog up the room. Come down. Nice work. Inhale. Clear. Press back up for 10, 9, 8, 7. Thighs squeeze toward each other, but purposely relax your glutes. 5, 4. Press your feet to the floor. 3, 2. Chest toward chin a little more. Calm down. Breathe in. Let go. 1 more. Big bridge. By big, I mean big breathing. In and out. Another 10, 9, 8. If you wanted, you could cross the right ankle over the left thigh and press your right knee down, or stay where you are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Here you go again. Press up. 10, 9, and then switch sides, Kathy. Good. 8, 7. Let your eyes close and just listen. Listen and look for how your chest rises. 4, 3, 2. Go to your highest point. So just press down more to just go up just a little bit beyond where you were. And then let yourself breathe. Knees come together. Exhale. Good. Go ahead, hug your knees into your chest. As you draw them in, extinguish the exhalation. Rock side to side. And take dead bug. Let your knees come wider outside your ribs. Grab the outer edges of your feet or your legs. Your soles of your feet face over the ceiling, so the ankles are over the knees. And just breathe out to soften the legs a little more toward the floor. Let your chin press down into your chest. Let your shoulders press to the floor, your neck, the back of your head, and let your tailbone stretch out toward the front edge of your mat. So you iron it out a little. When you iron things out, you decompress. The truth is we can only hold our breath for so long. We can only hold things in for so long. So let yourself have an exhale that feels just good to get off your chest. And take happy baby. Side to side you rock, holding on to the outer legs or feet. And it does feel good to get something off our chest when our chest isn't so tight. Breathing in and holding the breath will create tension in the upper chest. Just rock side to side. Your nervous system will love and relish the rocking. Your inner kid, no matter how old we are, we still have our inner kid, is soothed by the rocking. And we do yoga so we can retrieve some of that flexibility we had when we were all younger. Claim not just strength, but suppleness. Let your right leg go to the ceiling and let your left leg come out on the floor. Just like you did a little while ago, grab the back of the thigh, the calf, or the big toe. Draw the leg towards you as you breathe out. Let the leg come out to the right on the exhalation. Left palm presses down into that left hip. Keep it bolted to the floor, or you press out through the left foot, the ball and the heel of the foot. Leg comes back up, leg comes over. Cross the leg over, look to the opposite shoulder. You hold the pose, you keep the breath doing its thing. Leg comes back up. Leg comes down on the ground. Stretch that leg a little bit out of your hip. Take your left leg up. Have it towards you. Allow that leg to fall out to the left. Plant your palm on your right hip. Right at the top of the quad. Push out through the ball and heel of that bottom foot. While the toes draw towards you. Take that leg over to the other side. Go back into your breathing. Everything you did up to this point allows you an opportunity to stretch in the same pose you did at the beginning, but hopefully just a little more give. Doesn't have to be everything, just be a little bit and you feel awesome. Just what we needed for tonight. Let your pose feel like a midsummer night's dream. Come on, back up. Good work. Stretch that leg down. If you like, bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees butterfly out to the sides. And if you do that and you go, I don't like it, you don't have to do it. If you wanted, you could take and set the legs up the wall, what we call waterfall pose, to block under your hips and the legs straight up in the air. Just get a feel for how you would like to finish out. And once you know, trust it. And let yourself receive it. Allow the breath to still inflate your body. Press your knees back together. Roll all the way over to your right. Press your palms into the floor. Bring yourself up. Bring the palms together. Breath in. Bow. What we can do in an hour to recharge, to replenish, to restore. Namaste.
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 I love that you like coming to teach.
You love that I liked
what you
coming to
said-
teach?
Yeah, when you said this morning, on Wednesday mornings when you
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to teach. It's a twinkle in your eye, and it's like, oh yay!
Yeah.
Like this, I have to check the lighting on this porch, I guess, for fall. Have to have the electrician install a